Hey everyone, welcome back to Cruise and Color, where I talk art and sit and make yourself comfortable, have some tea, or if you're getting ready for work or something, just have this on in the background. Hopefully, you could learn some things about abstract art or your own process through mine and some things you want to take from it. But this one I would call a geometrical abstract, and it's called Windows, I think. Yeah, it's called Windows. And yeah, I was really messing with gradients with this one was my priority. And I figured, a good thing with abstract art is to make a certain rules for yourself, like, or, guidelines like, okay, I'm only going to use blue and white, and I'm going to only do squares, and they're all going to be some sort of gradients. So there's like 3 rules like that you follow, and then your art is the product of those rules, of those limitations you put on yourself in a good way. So yeah, this one's called Windows, and I also really practice using art tape on this one, art paint tape, and it's really hard, first of all, to get those clean edges. So now when I watch certain artists and they have like the cleanest edges, I'm like, how did they do that? Um, but yeah, I could have came in and cleaned them up even more, but it's so hard to do that with a gradient because I would have to, and I did actually. I went through it like 2 other times to clean up some of the edges, and at a certain point, I just gave up. I was like, it looks good enough. I like it, and it gets the job done, so it's fine. But yeah, so I taped off the whole thing first. I actually measured. I was like, I think I want 4 across, and how many can I fit? So I measured out the whole canvas before, and I like divided it by 4, divided it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, by 6, and I measured out all my squares. Also, it ends right here, but it's so tall that I can't fit it in frame. But yeah, so I measured that out first, and I went from there. And I really don't like measuring and doing any of that stuff. So I basically did this to prove to myself that I could. But as you can see with my work behind me, I really don't like measuring. And it stresses me out. I don't want I don't want the pressure of it being accurate. Whatever. But some people's brains, I feel like, some people really like doing that kind of stuff, or they love the meticulous accuracy of art and stuff. And that's great. But it's just not how my brain functions. I have kind of like a pretty messy room and a car, and like it's just not how I function. Anyway, so yeah, this this blue is so beautiful. I love it. I got it from Home Depot, like a little sample thing, and yeah, that's a good artist tip or trick too. To get samples from Home Depot, although I didn't realize that they make you so lightheaded. So it depends. If you're doing big stuff like this in bulk, I would with like good ventilation, but it was really strong. I'm pretty sure yeah. I also bought this big paintbrush from Home Depot. Sorry, that was loud. Paintbrush from Home Depot. And yeah, that's also, I find inspo from walking around at Michael's sometimes, and I'm like, oh, that's a cool stencil. I want to use that. Or, yeah, but I found more recently Home Depot, it's like some of the bigger brushes and the more interesting like house painting supplies. Sorry, oh my God, painting supplies. And so I find inspo through Home Depot too. Some woodworking stuff, or like, I don't know. Oh, that's interesting. Apple wood. Maybe I can make like some sort of frame with that and make a painting with a bunch of apples or something. I don't know. Just stuff like that for inspo if you ever feel stuck. Anyway, but yeah, so I taped all these off and I had a big paintbrush and I just went over and over, and I tried another rule with myself, these patterns. So it was always blue, on one side, and then it was this way, this way, this way, kind of like a pinwheel. But then I forgot and I messed up a few of them. So I was like, okay, whatever. It's just, I gave up on like that idea, but it's kind of, you can see it down here. It's like boom, 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 you can see. So it's kind of in 4s. They're grouped in these pairs of, or groups of 4, that I tried to make some sort of pattern to it. But I actually kind of like that it didn't end up being like an exact pattern, because it's almost a pattern, and I think that makes you stare at it longer. It's like, wait, that almost makes sense, but it doesn't. I don't know. I think that's cool. And then when I took the tape off, I had these huge sections in the middle, and I thought, why don't I do another gradient? Okay, so let's see. And I would take okay, so there's a lot of blue on the bottom. Okay, white on the bottom, blue on top. And then right here, I'm like, okay, there's a lot of blue in this area, so I'll do white and then into blue. So I just try to pick, even for those smaller gradients, the best color that would contrast with what I was doing above or around it. And again, I've described my art like Sudoku, like it all has a place and it all has like a form. Okay, if I used, if you know how to play Sudoku, like you do like 1 through 10.
It's 1 through 9, my bad.
How I describe Sudoku. Yeah, whatever, Sudoku. But 1 through 10 each way. And then you have to figure out, okay, if there's an 8 here and there's a 4 here and then there must be, the only thing left is a 6. I can do it here. So that's kind of how I feel with this. I'm like, okay, there's white here, more white here. So I'm going to start with a blue and then bring it into the white so that white complements that blue over there. You see? I hope you can. So then when I took that tape off, I found these middle squares weren't done. So I was like, oh my God, okay, let me make another gradient and I'll do, this is a good example. This is mostly white. So I was like, okay, I'll do like blue with a little white. This one is 3 white touching the square. So I did mostly blue. But yeah, you can see right here, those are supposed to be gradients too. It's really hard when it gets that small, but that's what I was going for. And it's called windows. Okay, and I always sign my last name. I always sign Cruz in the bottom right, so that they don't, people viewing my art don't know if I'm male or female. And I just like being a little ambiguous. And also my name is like Sydney Cruz. It's like, we don't need to know. That's too much info. Just like kind of sign it. Anyway, so with my paintings, I write all over the back of them, like a journal. So I'll read a few of these. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, sometimes I invite friends in to add, little their touches or to write on the back too, if I'm hanging out with them. And I put, they wrote, feel the paint on your feet, because it was like dripping all over the floor. I mean, I had a tarp, but, I usually wear socks and I let the socks get all painted, so that I don't worry about getting it on my feet and like wearing sandals or something. Anyway, loved the way this one turned out, but hated the process. I also received the most / best reactions from this one. Also, people love blue. All of my blue ones, let's see, that one in the top corner, you can barely see it, but all my blue or like blue-green ones, people love. I said, I'm sick of diminishing myself for the comfort of others. Focus is overrated. Throw your darts at the wall of life. So just go. Just do your thing. Have fun. Everyone loves the color blue. Blue sells well, and it's calming. Not like I've even sold any of these. I mean, people have wanted to buy the blue ones. I'm not selling them yet because I'm going to make scans and maybe make them into notebooks, stuff like that. I'm just getting started. Let's see. Oh, can you leave me a like if you got to this point? Because I want to know if anyone is even watching to this point. I'm going to make like shorter form content, but we'll see. I told my friend to trust the process, so he wrote, I do trust the process. I said, I will never be a caged bird, and I drew a little bird because I have birds, and I just find I write a lot about them sometimes. So let me see. Oh, I kind of want to treat the back of these like a yearbook. Yeah, I want to have people write on them and sign them. I said a lot of people really loved this one. I hope it doesn't take away my motivation to make art, knowing I received the thrill of admiration. That happens to me a lot. So yeah, sometimes when I get a lot of praise for something, I'm like, okay, I'm good. People like it. I must be good. So that's it. I proved myself, which isn't the best mindset to have. So I was like, oh, people really like this one. So but I didn't like doing it. So I don't want that to become like, oh, here's my other Windows one. And just because, people liked it the most, but I actually didn't enjoy it all that much. But anyway, I said, I know my grandma watches me when I paint. She flickers a light above me. I know I sound crazy. It's okay. So yeah, I'm really spiritual, and I've noticed no matter what room I'm in, like the lights flicker when I'm doing art stuff. So even when I'm watching houses and I'll like adjust the bulb, and I'm like, what's going on? And my grandma liked art, so I do think that she's watching over me. I don't think that's so crazy to think. I said, I have a blast being me. I always feel like a 10-year-old in a body of an adult. Not always, but you know what I mean. I just love feeling young, and I think it's just like being in good spirits about things. There's always something I want to learn, or always, and yeah, I'm still struggling, but I love doing what I do. I love, making art. I love being in LA. So why think about the bad stuff? I was really drunk when I wrote this. My next note was, oh my God, I was super drunk while I wrote that. Geez, LOL. Geez, what did I write? It was nice taking a chance with new something in my heart. I loved it, and I love watching people enjoy themselves. I don't know. I was always baffled at how smart my dad is, yet he's a horrible speller. Now I'm starting to think it's an ADHD thing, because I'm such a bad speller too now. I think it's just an internet thing, but I've always had a feeling my life would be cut short, but a few psychics told me I'd live a full, long, comfy life. I'm starting to believe that more now. Sass is just self-defense. Yeah, I kind of think so. Okay, this one was right after I was really whipping these out every day at the time. This is coming up to my Trippy Plaid? No, this is called Windows. But yeah, this was close to my 27th birthday, May 31st, but this is May 28th. I think that's why I was rushing and felt the need. Yeah, I'm feeling like the shortness of life, not the shortness of life, but the importance to make use of your time. And I felt that with my paintings, and I felt that around my birthday. I had a lot of self-discipline with this one. Paint and wait, measure, move carefully, blah, blah, blah. It was fun, though. I said, as a young woman in today, some of these are kind of embarrassing, but as a young woman in today's day and age, I don't consider myself avoidant. I consider myself intelligent. If I choose anyone, I'm choosing carefully. I said, this is also embarrassing, but I said, I think I'm getting prettier. I like my face. My face just needed more time to cook. I feel powerful and womanly recently. Yeah, I was just liking the way my face looks. I will die one day, but hopefully a relative passes my art down. I want to spread my art like some men want to spread their seed. So yeah, I just felt like these are my kids. Like, this is what lives after me, hopefully. This is the last one. I'm just getting started. I'm so thankful to be a young woman with potential, and also not ashamed in the slightest to think and say that about myself. Oh, and my friend commented on my thing. I was like, I think I'm getting prettier. He wrote, she's hot. So, yeah, whatever. I don't know. I'm just a girl. Leave me alone. I think that's all I have to say about that. And I'm trying to, I spoke a little faster on this one because I'm trying to see different time frames and what people like most for YouTube. 20 minutes might have been too long. I definitely can't cut these videos shorter, or I can't cut them to 10 minutes. I just have so much to say. I also don't want to rush. So anyway, I don't know. But here it is, called Windows, and I hope you like it. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye.